I have talked a lot about persisting in the state of wish fulfillment. Also, if you are familiar with Neville Goddard's teachings, you would know that persistence is the key to manifesting. But still, I see many people making the same mistake again and again. I too have experienced it, and I will shed some light on it today through my video. If your affirmations or your thinking consist of the phrases, "I know it is going to happen," "I hope it works," "I want X, Y, and Z," or "I don't have it right now," then, my friend, this video is definitely for you. I know the majority of the people in this world live in the hope of a better tomorrow, which is completely okay. But when you are manifesting, there is nothing to hope for. There is nothing as it is going to happen or as it will happen. Manifestation happens when you have given yourself what you want internally. Manifestation happens when you feel satisfied within. It happens when you get clarity about it. Manifestation happens when your assumption of having that desire is stronger than the doubts you have about it. Manifestation happens when you become confident within. It happens when you are unconcerned about external reality. This happens when you use the power of your imagination and live with the knowledge of having it. But if you say it will happen, you are living in a place where it will happen but has not yet happened. When you wait for your desire to happen, you are not persisting in the state of having that desire. Once you start living internally with the feeling of having the desire, and are unconcerned about what is going externally, nothing stops it from coming to you. The external reality, the world outside of you, has no power to give you anything. It is just a reflection of your internal world or mind. It is shaped by your assumptions and your internal feelings. Only your imagination can help you choose or select your experience. The only difference between you and a machine is that you have the power to imagine and select something totally different from your past. However, the machine is programmed using historical data. It keeps a record of past events from which it makes decisions. If you are also behaving on the basis of your past record, then you are no different than a machine. The application of your imagination can change your destiny. By strongly focusing on something in your imagination, you bring that experience into physical reality. Whenever I consciously manifest, my attention is always placed on changing my internal world, my self-concepts, and my identity. I'm unconcerned about what I've identified with myself right now, but I'm changing it by consistently using my inner faculties to embody a different state of being than my current state of being. It is always a game of changing what you have identified yourself with internally, and by doing so, the physical world or external world just shifts to match up with your identity. This identity of yours changes with time, but to manifest something specific, you must identify yourself with that specific thing or person. People frequently take actions, but when they don't change their inner assumptions, they fail. That's why you see so many people who fail to stick to their diet and exercise routines and fail to see any physical changes. It happens because they are still identifying themselves with their current conditions. Even if they lose fat, they get it back quickly. This same thing goes with everything else in your life, your work, relationships, etc. So stop identifying yourself with your present limitations and circumstances. Also, don't live with the hope of getting what you desire in the future. Live with the conviction that you have the thing you desire, and you get this conviction by believing that you already have what you want. Say to yourself, "I have that car, I have that house, I have that income, I have that specific person." Don't let your outer circumstances control you, as conscious manifestation is not about your outer circumstances. To live differently, you have to feel differently. Your job is to make assumptions based on the imaginal scene you've created within, rather than your external circumstances. Your job is to command your internal world and shift yourself into a different state of being. Your job is to tell yourself internally what to do, by imagining it happening right now. Your external reality has no power over you, because it cannot stop you from imagining. It has no power to force you to imagine something. You have free will to imagine whatever you want in this world, and it manifests when you are unwavering in your commitment to the idea that you have imagined. It is extremely easy. There is nothing complicated about manifesting. You have been manifesting your whole life. You do it unconsciously, but you have to make it a conscious activity. Don't let your outer experiences control your feelings and imagination. Feelings, imagination, and emotions are within you, which means you have the ultimate access to them. Whenever a doubt arises within you and tells you that you don't have what you desire right now, just start doubting the doubt, as things can change instantly. Read success stories of people who have achieved what you want, and your doubt will begin to fade. In your inner world, you are one with your desires, and all you have to do is pay more attention to it. Everything in your inner world is already perfect, fulfilled, and wonderful. Heaven is inside of you. You only need to concentrate on it and give it your full attention, and you will receive that. It's simply a shift in perspective. When you focus on your inner world, you naturally experience the fulfillment of your desires. You naturally feel the emotions, and everything happens naturally. Your inner world will naturally align with your inner dialogue. I made a conscious effort to always look within and only within, reminding myself of this multiple times a day, and knowing that it has changed all aspects of my life. When I have doubts or concerns, I go within and validate myself. It always brings me comfort because I am one with God in my inner world and everything is in order. 3D or external reality is just molding itself to match my inner world. If you live joyfully within and shift your inner world, it can work for you as well. So, I hope you learned something wonderful. Subscribe because I post new videos regularly. I will meet you with another golden nugget. Happy manifesting.